Let the congregation say, Manuel. Manuel. And just like that, I'm back off in this thing, ready to kick off my first topic for the first episode of the Black Tabernacle Program. Yeah, notice I said program. I feel like I'm too sophisticated to do a podcast. You feel me? I'm going to leave that for y'all content creators. I'm still a true entertainer, so I'm putting on programs up in this thing. You feel me? But I'm still down to collaborate, because collaborating is hella important. And yeah, I'm still saying hella. I don't give a fuck how old y'all know I am. Nigga about to be 40 up in this thing. Lordy. But anyway, anywho, without any further ado, let's go ahead and roll off into our topic, the importance of collaboration. And I'm going to go ahead and give y'all my definition of collaboration or collaborating, collaborate, whatever. My definition is two or more people / groups, entities, whatever word you want to put in there, but two or more people coming together with a sincere, keyword, sincere intention to succeed and teach and learn from the other party. It's supposed to be a common exchange of both, but two or more people have to have a sincere motive to succeed and teach and learn from another group or groups of people. To me, that's what collaborating is. So if you got this intention of, I'm gonna work with this person, I'm gonna learn something, then I'm gonna get the hell on. Nah, my boy, we call that sucking the sauce, stealing the game, taking shit, running off with it. You know what I'm saying? You can run off with more shit than a dope pack. You know what I'm saying? You can run off with the information too. However, it's still just as shameful. You still a fucking scroop. A scroop is somebody who participates in unscrupulous activities. You know what I'm saying? Keep them scroops out the loop. Keep them scroops out your group. If you see a scroop, make them boot scoop. Like, they got to get the fuck up out of here. Like, we're not dealing with scroops no more. Even if it's your cousin, your auntie, the nigga that taught you how to ride a bike, I don't give a fuck. If they on that scroop behavior, kick them out the loop, because we're trying to collaborate and push forward with this thing. Let the congregation say, Manuel. Manuel. But the reason why collaborating is so important, man, is because not only does it give you a chance to learn some things that you may not have had the chance to learn, because I'm gonna tell you like this, it's a lot of shit you ain't gonna learn at school. It's a lot of stuff you're gonna learn from working with others and learn through collaborating. So that's one plus for collaborating. That's one reason why collaborating is so important, because the best lessons come from experience. And there you go. You get your experience, you get your lesson. You just won 2 times in one transaction. That's 2 birds with 1 stone. We call that an old twofer. You feel me? The next reason why collaborating is so important is because if you can collaborate with the right people, then, man, you really can get around a lot of financial hurdles. Like, if you know somebody who cook and you a DJ, well, now you ain't gotta hire nobody to cook for your party. In fact, you might can collaborate with them and go in on the food, split the ticket, get you a couple extra dollars at the end of the night. You feel me? That's just one example, one quick example that I just, kicked out the top of the dome or whatever. Y'all can have that shit, free game all day. Another important factor of collaborating is what creates the community. Let the congregation say, Manuel. Manuel. That's right. Collaboration leads to community. And community is important because community is our greatest resource. We look at money like it's a resource, but money is a tool. Like money is the same as a hammer, a calculator, a computer, a tape measure. Like it's a tool. We use it. We got it mixed up. We out here using ourselves for the money when we supposed to be using the money for us. Or better yet, we're using the community as a tool to get money. And that's ass backwards. Because the community subsides, or not subsides, that's not the right word to use. But the community provides a resource that money can't provide. The community can reach in places that money can't reach, and the community can wake up folks that money can't wake up. But we treat community as a tool, as a means to getting the money. So we gotta swap that up. We gotta switch that up, flip it around, turn it however you gotta turn it, but community gotta come first. But collaboration leads to community. When we taking care of each other, treating each other right, learning from each other, teaching each other, having that sincere desire to see each other grow and push forward, which in turn pulls us forward through osmosis and, being the company that you keep or whatnot. We all end up in a better, more successful, happier, peaceful place through collaboration, through community, or collaboration which leads to the community, a healthy community. We don't want to turn into Chirac or none of them crazy ass places. So we need to be collaborating and coming together and standing on business, as they say, being straight up about everything, being transparent so we can have a healthy community, because a healthy community leads to a healthy economic system. Yeah, that's right. So collaboration leads to community, and community leads to commerce. So when you hear companies talking about their demographic or their target audience, however you want to put it, they're really talking about a specific community. A demographic is a community of people that generally have something in common. They have something in common. That's like a simple way of putting it. But if we collaborate, establish a community, we can establish our own economic base, our own commerce system, not necessarily our own currency, but our own commerce system where we can determine what the value of things are to us versus where they determine what the value of things are to us. Let the congregation say, Manuel. Manuel. You feel me? Also, I feel like, especially as a black business owner, and talking to other black business owners, we kind of fall into this mindset where we feel like our people are supposed to help keep our business afloat and support us every step of the way. But that ain't realistic, man, because we have to be a resource to our people. And if we leaning on them on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis to help keep our business afloat, then we can't be the full beneficiary to our circle that we need to be. But that's where collaborating and community come into play. So my people, I can't rely on my people to keep my business afloat, as you can't rely on your people to keep your business afloat. But I can rely on your people to keep my business afloat, and you can rely on my people to keep your business afloat. You feel me? We gotta have that common exchange of the family, common exchange of the network, and not only do we gotta have that common exchange, but the recipient of that exchange gotta live up to the opportunity. So if we collaborating, I'm gonna make a vow to show up on time. I'm gonna make a vow to do the best I can do. I'm gonna make a vow to bring the best selection that I got. I ain't gonna bring no bullshit. and try to get off on the fact that I know you or I don't work with you or your people gonna understand cause it's me and it's you. Like I ain't gonna do none of that. I'm coming square business, 100%, ready to deliver, ready to fulfill everything that I said, ready to stand on business, all 10 toes, all 10 of them things, you feel me? But that's the importance of collaboration, man. Collaboration leads to community. Community leads to commerce through the exchange of our family and our networks. So we need to really, really, really hone in on this collaboration thing because we need our community to thrive so we can establish our own commerce. Like I'm gonna say this to all the rappers in my area. What I see now, because I'm not really in the game like that no more, per se. You know what I'm saying? I'm always somewhere lurking and shit, but not like that. But what I see is there's no community. So really, who the fuck y'all selling this music to? Like, who booking you for shows and shit like that? Who need some niggas to come perform and everything like that now? Like, it's almost like only an internet thing now. It's not even real because y'all don't have no community, because y'all not collaborating. And without no community, who the fuck you gonna sell this stuff to? There is no commerce. Without no community, who gonna hire you to rap at their damn little girl's sweet 16 birthday party and shit and hype it up? Cause you the hottest nigga in the city this summer. Like, who gonna do that? Without collaboration, no fucking body. Collaboration rules the nation, baby. Shout out to the Manuel congregation. Manuel. What's good? What's great? Me motherfuckers, so don't hate. I am the East Side Almighty, Granddaddy Dollars. This is the Black Tabernacle Program, and you are listening to On the E Radio. Now this next segment, it's untitled. I reached out to my bro. Well, my bro reached out to me, you know, little weekly wellness check and everything, because that's what Manuels do. We check on each other's wellness. I told him I just got a new board. I'm finna start a radio station. He was like, I'm in the car, I'm on the way, and I'm finna bless that thing. And that's what he did. He came through, blessed the mic, gave us some gold with the stories that was told. And now I present to you all my brother from another mother, my lad from another dad, my Scarlet Bro Hanson, Mr. Rodney Oliver Coverboy Banks, and his story, Wingate.
So basically, we're going to teach each and every one of you on how to survive on a $3.99 budget.
$3.99 budget. And
as long as you have gas in your car in order to survive. There is something that I don't think Racetrack wants us all to know, and that is you are fully capable of getting a 13-piece wing deal for $3.99, and I'm going to tell you how to do it.
So how do you go about getting 13 wings for $3.99?
So there's a 3-piece and a 5-piece. The 3-piece is $3.99.
Well, hold on. Yeah. A 3-piece wing?
3-piece wing is $3.99.
What you gonna do with 3 wings?
Exactly. That's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
A 3-piece wing?
Yeah, 3 wings is really gonna keep my blood sugar up. I'm really gonna survive. No. So there's a 3 and a 5. The 3-piece is $3.99. The 5-piece is $5.99. I remember a time when each wing was only 25 cents per wing, right? Okay. Now it's $1.25 per wing. Highway robbery, not okay. America's fucked. So, if you're not being closely monitored by someone who works for Racetrack, you have to be very swift in how you execute this process. Therefore, you have to have your eyes set directly on the station where the chicken wings are prior to approaching so that you know how to map out your game.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So,
Your game plan.
so are the chicken wings in the same location at every racetrack?
No, and that's another thing. That's another thing. Each racetrack is different. A different map out, a different blueprint, a different execution. So don't go to each racetrack with the same old tricks or you're going to go down. You're going to go down. You're going to go down. And, people have ridiculed me and said, oh my God.
Own the E Radio.
So, proceeding here, have your eyesight set upon the designated location where the wings are prior to approaching the wings. When you do approach the wings, you get there, move swiftly, okay? You're able to get up to 13 wings in that little plastic box. There should be no more room for air in that little plastic box by the time you hit the self-checkout, and that's where the magic's going to happen. But before you head over to the checkout, make sure you get a supersized drink that you won't charge to yourself when you do get to the self-checkout. Now, fast forward. We're at the checkout. I have my 13-piece packed tightly like sardines in a can with my supersized drink. Now, I'm going to press food on this self-checkout method here. There's two things. There's the 3-piece and the 5-piece. The 3-piece for $3.99, the 5-piece for $5.99. What do you think I'm going to press, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to press the $3.99 deal. And will the drink be rang up as well? No. We're going to move swiftly again. Pay for the $3.99 deal. Get the fuck out of there as fast as you can. So, after I, pretty much got this whole process down to a T to where I could probably do it with my eyes closed. Dun, 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 dun. One of the racetrack workers is on to me. So, she proceeds to eye fuck me the whole time I'm walking around the store. And I'm trying to make sure that I execute my wing gate. I call it the wing gate.
Wing gate?
Yeah, the wing gate.
Okay.
You can't really pronounce two of the G's, like the G on the end of wing, start of gate.
I got you.
It's really hard because it'd be wigging gate. Anyway, so she's eyeing me, so I can't really move freely how I normally would move. So I had to figure out a way to throw this bitch off her game. So she's fake cleaning things around me at the coffee station. So I'm like, what can I do to throw her off her game so that I can go ahead and get the wings and get the fuck out of there without her noticing what the fuck I'm doing, although she is already on to me. How about I just go make a supersized drink? I go do just that. Come back to the coffee station where she is. Got a little closer to her as if I was about to make a coffee. And I spilt that fucking drink everywhere on purpose on the floor. And I called for assistance as if I didn't see her standing right next to me. So then she has both hands on her hip, looking at me with a blank stare like a ghost in fucking wide fields. So then I go, yeah, I'm sorry about that, And she was like, was that really necessary? I said, was it really necessary for you to fucking watch me every fucking where I go and act like you're fucking cleaning? So how about you clean this goddamn drink up? And I proceeded with my 13-piece wing and $3.99 deal and got the fuck out of there. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you achieve a 13-piece wing for $3.99 at your local racetrack. And do keep in mind that each racetrack has a different method, blueprint, and layout. Do not apply the same method to all racetracks or you will be fucked. So there's no excuse to walk around hungry and stealing food. Honestly, you don't even have to pay the $3.99. You really don't. I thought about that. Once I got in the car, I was like, hey, if times were really, 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 really really tough,
free, right?
more than what they are now, I could just use an old bank card as if it was gonna, go through and not decline, and then get the fuck out of there.
Does it make a sound? Would it make a sound if the card declined?
I've already tried it. It's about a 4-second delay, so you've got enough time to get the fuck out.
So how do you go about doing recon for the chicken wing station?
Recon. What
Yes,
do you mean?
because every racetrack is different.
Yeah, I advise.
So how do you scope the scene?
I advise that before you start, start this, process by getting your due amount of wings, you should assess the layout first, because the worst thing that you could do is enter these different racetracks with these different layouts as if you know where the fuck you're going. You don't. I suggest you go there, you actually pay for something the first time while you're scoping out how to execute it the next time, Even get a piece of, grab a napkin and a pen, make some little dot points or something and be like, I'll come in this way, whatever. And, and where you park your car also matters too. Let me not forget that. Park your car closest to the fucking door. So by the time you open that fucking door to exit, you're already entering your vehicle. Keep in mind also, there are some stationary cops that stake out and hang out at some of these racetracks. But they're usually having multiple donuts and shit cups of coffee so they can't fucking move. So if you have to outrun them, you should be fine.
Hell no. So, I mean, I think that's kind of a good thing, but once you get in the running from the cops and shit, that's a bit much for 13 wings, right?
Hey, it's $3.99. Eat the rich. I don't think that fat fucking cop wants to get out of his car and chase someone for fucking $3.99 specials. Are you kidding me? Even if it was the $5.99 fucking special. He wants to sit there and enjoy his fucking stale-ass donut from the day before and his fucking dried-out fucking coffee that tastes like a fucking cardboard fucking box. So, yeah, I think he wants to sit in his fucking souped-up Charger with no gas hardly and just watch you exit the racetrack in your vehicle. I mean, why would he want to get his, heart rate up over $3.99? I wouldn't. Unless I personally had an agenda to, take someone down. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to continue what the fuck I'm doing, which is why that racetrack employee should have minded her fucking business and did exactly what the fuck she was there to do and not harass me based off of speculation, quote unquote, that I was thieving.
So at what point is it safe to speculate someone has shoplifted? Or do you consider do you consider this wing deal shoplifting in any form?
I do not.
Okay. So that's where the harassment comes in place, because you are
okay. I just try to put myself in her shoes, right? Say I'm the racetrack employee, okay?
Okay.
And I'm mopping the floor looking like Cinderella in a goddamn racetrack with no cute shoes. Would I even care? No. I'm not going to see that money anyway. We're talking about corporate America. We're talking about capitalism not supporting creativity or creating opportunities for people to actually survive because they're too busy taking every goddamn thing from under you, including your fucking toes, fingers, limbs, whatever, breath. We're talking corporate America. I don't consider it stealing at all because, hey, it's not like it's going to affect her goddamn check.
Oh, no. Manuel, we will conclude today's program with an excerpt from the Book of Brandon. Congregation, I want you to turn to the pages of honor. Chapter 1, verse 1. And the scripture reads, to be a worthless man is disrespectful to a cow's ass, for even the excrement of the bovine can provide sustenance for this earth. So men, I'm challenging y'all. Manuels, I'm challenging y'all. Be some kind of value. Like grandma used to say, it don't matter if you ain't got no mama or no daddy. If you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, you can't sit down. Stop letting niggas sit down empty-handed. Somebody gotta provide something. The Bible say, look out for the sick and shut in. So if these motherfuckers ain't sick enough to be shut in, they need to be contributing something. Some words of wisdom, some funny stories, an extra roll of toilet paper, something. Y'all niggas can't be assed out like this all the fucking time. So if a motherfucker ain't able or can't do something all the time, cut them off. We can't collaborate with those kind. We only need valiant contributors and sincere collaborators if we're gonna push forward and have any kind of cultural revolution or any kind of elevation of the minds or anything. So pride yourself on being somebody worth knowing. I ain't saying you gotta be the go-to guy for everything, but you need to be the go-to guy for something. We all need to be, not just you. Shit, I'm talking to me too. We all need to be somebody worth knowing, especially to each other. We sit and talk about how other races hate us and all this type of shit, but we don't offer each other no benefit, so we must hate each other more than they do, because they'll take the time to offer us something. We don't take the time to offer each other shit. So who hate who more? Let's get with it, man. Let's be real. We gotta collaborate and we gotta work together, but we gotta know who to collaborate with and who not to collaborate with, because I don't want my Manuels out here getting taken advantage of. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. How a man handle one thing is how we handle everything. So if he gonna act funny over $5, he gonna act funny over $5 million. If he gonna act funny about an alright looking female, he gonna act a fool over a bad bitch. You feel me? If he gonna talk sideways in front of these niggas, then he gonna talk sideways to you in front of your people and your kids and shit. Like, all of this stuff translate from one arena to the next arena. Cause if it ain't in them, it ain't in them. So it ain't no this person turned or this person learned or nothing like that. What's in a motherfucker is in a motherfucker. So pay attention to the small things, because that's what's gonna really show you what the big picture is. Now, in regards on who to collaborate with, like I said before, look for people with a sincere desire. I say this, I'm not telling you not to sign a contract, but if you feel like you have to sign a contract, then don't do business with them. Only do business with people that you know you don't have to sign a contract for. Still make them sign a contract, but just know I don't have to make this person sign shit, and they still gonna be square business. Them the type of people you need to work with, the type of people that's involved with their family on a regular. Because if a person love their family on a regular, then they already got the ability and they conditioned to love others. If a motherfucker cheating their own people, they most definitely gonna cheat you. No questions about that shit. If you looking for somebody to collaborate with, look for somebody who willing to listen and that's willing to take advice, not easily misled or misguided, but still willing to listen and take some advice. Because you're gonna need somebody willing to listen to you, and you need to be willing to listen as well. The third thing I'm gonna say that you really need to look for in a fellow collaborator is somebody with a strong work ethic. You can have all the ideas, you can have all the love, but if you ain't got no work ethic, that means you ain't got no oomph behind what you're doing. What you're doing ain't got no ass on it. So you got to have a work ethic, a strong work ethic too.
Own the E Radio.